So I'm here to talk about the NFL preseason schedule for NFL season. So the TV schedule has been out. So we have first game is Panthers Cardinals, and the Eastern on Fox or NBC Hall of Fame game. Unless it's the Summer Olympics, the 2020 Summer Olympics, which overlap like the Hall of Fame game where they can. So then, like 1 year was on Fox, 1 year was on EBC and EBC simulcast because, on ESPN. Normally they're ESPN. Preseason games are ESPN exclusively. They simulcasted that one on EBC, probably because NFL. It's on NBC normally. Maybe they're required to. I don't know. Lions, Bengals. That's the Eastern local. The Steelers on NFL Network on the 13th. And then we have Colts Patriots, 7 Eastern local. Raiders Texans Eastern, 7 locals. And Cardinals Raiders 7 Pacific. Or 5 Pacific. 7 local too. And Titans 49ers 9 Eastern, 8 local. 6 local too. And in preseason they don't have regardless of time zone, they have a bunch of overlapping games or you always play this time. No, they make it so it's 6-7 local time. Or 7:30 maybe, it's 6:30 local time. Our teams competing. No home workouts. Then we have Broncos Falcons on the 14th. And local at 7 Eastern. Then go to your Jets. NFL Network. Dolphins Mariners local. It's at 7 Eastern. And then on the 15th. August 15th. Most of the preseason games are done. You have Panthers Bills local and noon Eastern. Paramount Bears at noon Eastern NFL Network. Vikings Giants at noon Eastern local. Brown Bears the NFL Network game. Rams Chiefs is an NFL Network game at 3 Eastern. Or 4 Eastern. And Jaguars Saints local. Then 7 Eastern. Eagles Ravens. Then Cowboys Seahawks the local. The NFL Network game at Eastern. And then on the 20th. We have ESPN with 1 game. Raiders Texans, the official game on ESPN Deportes. Could be on not be on ESPN Deportes, but it is on ESPN for sure. And then we have, I'm not sure if preseason games, I know preseason local games, they're used, they use the local announcers, for because they have one broadcast team for the 49ers side, one broadcast team for the Chargers side, and it's not always a separate one from TV. Sometimes it is a separate one from TV, from radio, sometimes it is a separate one from radio on TV, and sometimes it's the same broadcast team on TV and radio. Sometimes they have the radio crew, they get to do the TV broadcasts, and then there's a different radio crew. Then we have Jets Steelers, on 21st at 7 Eastern. And local it's Panthers Jaguars at 7:30 or East, and then Packers Broncos at 9 Eastern. They have overlapping games. That's because they kind of have to because it's sooner. They could have done that later, but they don't want to make it too late at night. And then Panthers Lions at noon Eastern local. Then Bills Browns on Eastern NFL. Falcons Colts on Eastern local. Ravens Vikings. And Saints Rams 1 Pacific 4 Eastern local. And Strands Dolphins 4 Eastern local. Regular. Bears Bengals local. And 7 Eastern. And then Eagles Patriots 7 Eastern. NFL. And then it's the Eastern Chiefs Buccaneers local. And Cowboys Cardinals at 7 Pacific. And the Fox gets the exclusive preseason on the 28th. So that's right there. The Seahawks Titans on Fox. Every network gets one. And then, but usually it's not the first week. It's usually the Hall of Fame is usually NBC's Hall of Fame. Except when they have the Olympics one, then they might get theirs later. And we have in 27th Steelers, Bills, and 7 Eastern half an hour. And sometimes these overlap, like and one game half an hour, one on Amazon Prime, typically. Like they overlap. They can overlap like different networks. Overlap in preseason. And then Amazon Prime is Patriots, Browns, Eastern. Eastern's Raiders, so it's 5 Pacific. And Rams, sure it's Eastern half an hour. Some Pacific, it's Eastern half an hour. Then we have Friday, August 26th, 6 Eastern. 6 Eastern, but Central Time, half an hour. Then we have Texas Panthers 10 Eastern, local. Local Dolphins 7 Eastern, local. And Buccaneers Jaguars 7:30 Eastern. Then Jets 7:30 Eastern. And those are both local. Saints Cowboys at Eastern, local. Chiefs some local Eastern. England Eagles Eastern is CBS game. And the Cardinals Packers Eastern, local. Vikings Broncos is 9 Eastern, the local game. And then I'm surprised that's not on NFL Network. The Vikings Broncos game. I'm surprised. Then Lions Colts is that on the 28th, Saturday, that 1 Eastern on NFL Network, and then 6 Eastern on NFL Network is Bears Titans. I'm kind of surprised that the Vikings Broncos isn't overlap, but on NFL Network. I'm kind of surprised by that. But maybe NFL Network wants to do like a thing where they like whip around, like have like kind of like NFL Red Zone styles, sorts maybe, you know, thing. Because they do that with commercials, you know, mixed in. Instead of like in the NFL Red Zone one that they have that's commercial, no commercials, or like very limited commercials that they're testing out now. That's probably what they're doing now. Like regular commercials. So, yeah. But we also the fact that they're showing one, and then CBS, and then they're just finishing it up, and then CBS will get theirs too soon. Maybe, you know. No, ESPN and owns up on Network now. That's also, yeah, I thought that's also scheduled though. So maybe not. And they're not having any Sunday preseason games this season. Well, besides the one. And week 2, that's a Sunday night on Fox. Which is when the Sox gets their NFL preseason. Otherwise, we are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's usually, Thursdays is usually NFL day. It overlaps with Division I college. A few smaller Division I college games. And then they have Friday is usually high school football. Some states do start high school football a little earlier. But they can't, there's a rule where they can't have NFL games after Labor Day because all the states pretty much start high school football then, or they're in school then, so high school football starts when kids get back into school, so they're on the United States, so all states, so they can't overlap. Some do though, early because they have a little bit early, like Wisconsin, you know, before my school district, it starts earlier. They're actually doing like practices and stuff like that before the school year starts. Even if they just start practice, like their game is Friday evening. Then they have they got like 6-7 in their game, and they start practice like the week of that game. You know, the first game of the season even. So before the school year though. They already have a couple, like when I was in school, they already had a couple games going before I was in. So.